Greetings, everyone. I am Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. What an eclipse! So let's do some aftercare after that. So what do I mean by aftercare? Well, let's get another divinely guided rune reading and see what we can sift through and shuffle through with the energies, how they played out, and how they will carry through into our own collective and personal futures. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, everyone, how are we feeling after all those eclipse energies? As usual, we are cleansing this energetic space with this singing bowl, and we have this $2 note representing uncommon abundance. Placing it in the bowl, we are simultaneously giving gratitude for all of that uncommon abundance in our lives while inviting more of that into our lives. Now I invite you, while I ring this bowl, to take 3 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, not forcing any of it, as we set the intentions for today's divinely guided rune reading. This is aftercare after the big eclipse of the new moon in Aries, April 8th. This is the aftercare. So we've had a lot of people saying, don't look up, or look up, or don't use glasses, use glasses. Don't meditate, meditate. Moon's out of bounds, moon is inbounds. Which way is up? Which way is down? We're left to discern a lot of that for ourselves. But we have divine guidance on our side, don't we? Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So let's get into that divine guidance. Divinely guided rune reading, right? Divinely guided is like the best way to be, right? Look at that, coming from Odin's rune in the past. A lot of readers don't choose to use Odin's rune because they don't recognize it as part of the alphabet. How can you have a letter that's not a letter? I get it. I get it. I do. However, this still has a purpose and a meaning. This is kind of like a joker or a wild card, or this is something in the past, recent energies that is like you already know, because this is Odin's rune. This is Odin is the all-knowing all-father, right? So he is like saying to you, you already know. You already know what you did. You already know where you're coming from. You already know all that past stuff. You don't need to review it. Or this is something hidden from you that you're not meant to know at this moment. So let's go ahead through the rest of the rune reading. I will pull a rune of clarity for that at the end here. So what's in the current energies? Kinos, we're leading by example. This is that torch being held on the right-hand side. Okay, and that's the light shining onto the path. Kinos is that Pac-Man light torch energy. That's very much that wand's energy. When I think torch, I think wand. Okay, what's at the end of the wand is but fire. That's the Kinos, right? That's the torch. So as I work to light the way for others, I also light the path for myself. This is great. This is leading by example. You're embodying this. You're really trailblazing too. You're really unconventional. And you're not really doing things the same way that people before you have done what you are doing. And that's really something to be commended, because that's a gamble you're taking in the near future here. Because this is divinely guided. This is uncharted territory, y'all. After this eclipse energy and a lot of this change, Pertho is coming in to remind us that this is an initiation phase. This is like a birth, of a starting of something new, right? This is like almost like a friendly competition in a way with these energies here. We come in knowing what way we're starting off. We take this turn, that turn, that turn, that turn, that turn, and we don't know how we're ending up or where we even might be ending up at the end of that. So I like to call this the Kenny Rogers Cup, because it is the gambler's cup, and kind of like the gambler, knowing when to hold them, fold them, all that good stuff, right? I'm not going to quote the lyrics because monetization, all that fun stuff. So let's just go ahead and call this rune. You are taking this bold leap. You're lighting, you something happened here. We're going to get that clarity, I'm pretty sure. Now, this Kinos is like that clarity, the trailblazing, lighting that path forward, leading the way, and you're taking that gamble and leading the way. And what do you have to do for your best action taken for the best outcome after this, or during this, is gnaw this. This is now this, or I like to call it. But gnaw this has this log going across the path, and you have to address this constraint or this log or this resistance or this need in order to move on. Now, if you don't address that need or constraint, it turns into the ice rune, right? Like Isa here, it turns into the ice rune. And that stuck rigidity, repeating life lessons, and that Gambler's Cup is causing us to really get into addressing our needs. We already know what our needs are. We already know where we've been, what we've been through, and how to address these needs. Okay, let's see what our thoughts, feelings, and emotions are on this. Yes, our disciplines. Justice. This is Tiwas. This is the God Tears Rune. This is that victory, that self-sacrifice. Right? Was this gamble turning you into a martyr? Or was this gamble reinforcing and you're addressing needs in healthy ways, and you're in your victory from that gamble, and you took that chance, and you're in that victory stance now. You're in your discipline work when you are going through novice, when you're addressing your needs in healthy ways. Novice can turn into Tiwas. That log can get pushed up and turned into like almost the decoration on the path, or really turns it into the arrow here. Okay, so when we're addressing our needs, when we're doing this in healthy ways, right, this gets turned into Tiwas when we're in our victory and we're in our disciplines. That's really beautiful energy to be a part of, especially after this solar eclipse energy that we've been in. Now, where's that clarity lying? Okay, endurance. Your clarity needs to endure. Okay, that trailblazing energy needs to endure. What we risk losing here is the U branch, YEW. This is the ash tree. This is the bow that Vikings would make bows out of, dependable, flexible wood that would endure. Okay, and much like how this rune can be transmuted, so can this one. When we don't endure, we let the branches snap off, or we flex too much and the branches snap off. There we get Isa again. But when we are in that transmutation, that little bit of a sense of victory here, we get to kind of transmute this, and it almost looks like Salilo, sun rune, good luck, good fortune, right? So this endurance, what we have risking is this endurance. So by addressing our needs and being in our disciplines, these two put together equal endurance, in my opinion. Now, that could just be part of my ego talking. So thank you, Divine, for pointing that out to me. We will address that. And we have this divine guidance still working for us through our addressing our needs. I want to point that out. That trailblazing energy is still just got to endure with these needs. Got to just keep endure, be in our discipline. You got this. You've made it this far. You are living proof that you have survived and conquered 100% of all the bad days you've ever had. You are living proof of that. And you can keep on doing that because you have the knowledge, the tools to succeed. Especially after this is just beautiful, guys. I'm almost in tears. This is especially after that eclipse energy. Now, Fehu is what's in the end for us. Fehu is our view on abundance. It could be literal cattle, wealth, responsibilities. So as our wealth increases, as our cattles increase, so do other aspects of that abundance. So we have responsibilities, right? We have management. We have flow. Okay, those are just a few aspects of abundance for us that we have to be mindful of as we move forward. When we endure these, I don't really think this is much of a warning here for this endurance, but just keep on keeping on. This gamble that you're taking is divinely guided, y'all. You have abundance at the end of this. Okay, No wonder why Odin's rune is here. Okay? What's done is done. Forget about it. What's done is done. Yeah, I mean, the past helps shape us into who we are, but our past does not define us. What we do here, what we do here, what we do here, this is what defines us. This gamble that we're taking, whatever that is, whatever the yes or no answer that you need is, the answer is yes. Take that leap. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. Legal disclaimer, though. I am not a legal advisor, so if you get into legal trouble for going ahead and making that leap, I am not responsible. Just saying. Like, you should be divinely guided. That shouldn't be leading you into legal trouble to begin with. Okay. I'm just saying. All right, past energies, yeah, intuition. Like, this is Lagos, and this is divine feminine, healing that divine feminine, healing emotionally, right? So that's great. That's in your emotional psyche, the balance that you kind of carry with it. It's kind of an underlying energy for all of this. This is just more of being emotionally stable, being able to take that gamble, or the universe kind of shrugging its shoulders at you, saying, well, you know what, you're divinely guided either way. But that's no excuse for you to shirk your needs, your constraints, or your disciplines, or your endurance. Okay, because needs, discipline, endurance, okay, constraints, victories, lastingness, so abundance, right? Fehu, you have this great abundance. Whether or not that's monetary is up to you. Now, I have a feeling that for a lot of us, it is monetary. And it does have a lot of that tied into it. But I have a feeling that this is multifaceted. It can't be just labeled as monetary or spiritual or whatever. I have a feeling that this is these are energies that are complementing each other, and that they work well together. And that probably means that your business and your home, like, you could be self-employed. Okay, as an example, self-employed, or you could just travel for work, you know. Let's give some messages for clarity. Okay, that just flew right out, y'all. You saw that, okay. Thank you, Divine. These are messages from Divine. This is divinely guided rune. Okay, abundance. Look at that, abundance right there. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. For a lot of us, this might not be a gamble. This might be just a planned, like a speculated, sort of calculated risk management here. But let's read about abundance on here. This is so great, you guys. This is, I almost want to just stop the rune reading right now and just be done. Be done for the day. Because we got that abundance, right? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Is that how it goes? Just kidding. Look at that mandala, though. Isn't that beautiful? So what does abundance mean to you? Let me know in the comments below. This says, I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Always remember that you are a God, and God is all about creation. God says yes. The ego says no. In order to have abundance in all areas of life, you must create space for and of receiving, and know that you are deserving of anything your heart desires. The more you can release limited thinking and worry, the more open you are to receiving infinite flow of the universe. Allow yourself to have fun when manifesting what you want in life, and enjoy the process. By embracing a positive mindset, you are opening the door to unexpected abundance. This is natural to have. This is the uncommon abundance rune reading here, I swear. I'm just going to put that there, just kind of remind you of that uncommon abundance in your life. Okay? Okay. It's natural to have abundance in your life. You must realize that any thoughts of limitedness may have come from either a past life or a life condition you have chosen to overcome. They could also originate from programming that you received from the environment you grew up in and the value systems you were taught when you were young. Now is the time to begin to live with the realization you are worthy of having abundance in every aspect of your life. When you are in the vibration of receiving, you can manifest whatever desire in the physical reality. Stay in your disciplines, remain divinely guided, y'all. You know how to listen to that intuition. You know how to lead by example, address those needs, take that risk. All right. Let's get a card from the fairies now. Wow, these cards are sure jumping out. This aftercare is being something, y'all. Be yourself. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis of your personal power. Of course it is. Of course it is. You don't want that imposter syndrome, that fake syndrome, that guilt, that all those negative vibrations, right? Being yourself. So a lot of people out there are saying that there's another vibration that is higher than love, and that's authenticity. When we are authentically loving, I believe, is what they are trying to, what the gurus and all our spiritual practitioners of the past have been trying to say to us. When you are authentically in a loving state, not that you love, okay? Yes, authenticity, flow state is a high state, okay? But when you are authentically in a loving state, that I would like to argue is even more potent, more powerful, and a higher vibration. Please, though, regardless, be yourself, all right? Be yourself. You are a beautiful, wonderful person, okay? So I want you to be yourself. This situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis of your personal power, as a reminder of what this card says. You're most powerful and effective. You are most powerful and effective when you're genuine and authentic with yourself and others. If you pretend to feel, act, or be something other than yourself, you lose awareness of your feelings, which are a source of important guidance. The answer to your question you've been asking is be yourself. Behave, speak, and even dress as you normally would, and don't worry about what others think. By being true to yourself, give others the opportunity to love the real you. Yeah, y'all, I'm the only guy I know that goes to holistic wellness fairs wearing a kilt. I mean, I've seen them elsewhere, like in pictures and stuff, but whenever I'm working a booth at one of those, I swear I'm the only guy wearing a kilt. And that's just me being authentic, right? Being in my authentic abundance, being myself, right? So that's just an example. Other additional meanings for this card are trust your feelings, or a relationship improves when you let down your guard, or instead of copying others, follow your own internal guidance, or know that you're lovable for you are, right? I really like this last one though. Instead of copying others, follow your own internal guidance with that eclipse energy, with everybody saying, doing, recommending, blah, blah, blah. There are so many channels out there, so confusing, so conflicting. If you were to like binge watch and listen to everything about this eclipse, there's a lot of conflicting stuff out there. So I really like this aspect of this, be yourself, of instead of copying others, know your own internal guidance, your disciplines, your needs, your endurance, right? You know how to get to your abundance better than anyone else does. Oh, you know your story better than anyone else. So you know what's right for you better than anyone else. It does take sometimes that little bit of guidance. Yes, true. But you do not need to be following and addressing your needs and your endurance by the book, by someone else's dictations. Be yourself. Take that gamble. Be in endurance. Be in your own disciplines. And your abundance will be yours. Other meanings for this card are emphasize your personal style at work as a key to business success, or trust and follow through your ideas, or fully express yourself through an artistic endeavor. Now let's pull a chakra token. The chakra tokens are always pulled at the end of the rune readings for a little bit of additional aftercare. So this is essentially aftercare for the aftercare. We got that beautiful root chakra going on, y'all. With that root chakra work, it's great because we're really in our foundations. We're building up that tower of our chakra system. And we are like really in our sense of security, our sense of like our roots, our root chakra, our sense of needs, our endurance, our discipline. This root chakra work is going to help with all of this. Okay, now let me explain a little bit more. The root chakra is the first chakra and it's located at the base of the spine. The chakra is associated with survival, safety, and security. Someone with a blocked root chakra would typically feel fearful or anxious. So, fearful or anxious, you need to work on this, okay? So anxiety can get the best of us, like a lot. Especially if you're drinking coffee, you got a lot of that high cortisol level, chronic cortisol exposure kind of going on, the stress hormone, fatigue syndrome. All right, just take a beat, maybe adjust your diet, adjust to your health, right? Being yourself, all right? Yeah, it tastes good. We all like the flavor, but really be good to yourself. And that coffee, what I'm saying though, the cortisol, stress hormone stuff will increase anxiety and increase the need to work on this and decrease your ability to be in your disciplines, okay? The root chakra will increase your ability to address your needs, your ability to take that leap, the root chakra will help you lead by example. It'll help you stay in your disciplines. It'll help you endure, and it'll help you anchor in what your belief of abundance is. Listening to 396 solfeggio frequency will help stimulate the part of your subconscious brain that is associated with the blockage and help you unearth the negative belief system and feelings residing deep in the subconscious mind. When your root chakra is unblocked, you'll feel more secure, connected with your body and grounded and centered, okay? More calm, collected, right? So the root chakra mudra is a two-handed mudra. Now we're going to take this prayer position we'll start off with, and we'll take these two fingers and interlock them so they don't come apart. Then we're going to leave the middle fingers pointed up and fold these other two fingers in. We're folding the other two in. We're closing our wrist. And then we just point this south toward our root chakra, okay? Now it's at the base of the spine, but a lot of people point at the base of their crotch, okay, for the root chakra. And that works too. Again, that's 396 hertz. The solfeggio frequency for that is LAM, L-A-M. What an awesome rune reading, everyone. I've been Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. That mudra and mantra again is LAM is the mantra, and the mudra is these four fingers, they're getting interlocked so they don't come apart, right? And then the middle fingers, they stay extended, and I promise I'm not flipping you off. These other fingers get folded in, right? And then the wrist gets closed. Okay, we just point this nice and as far south as we can get it. And that's towards our root chakra, right? So that beautiful red light emanating from that root chakra center while we point our mudra down there, reciting the mantra LAM, L-A-M. That beautiful red energy, just really making that legacy, the foundation stronger. Like we're really rooted strength. We're really secure in our identity. It's our sense of self, our place in the world, and our abundance, and how that relates interpersonally and interspiritually as well. Really great energies to be a part of, and I hope this aftercare after the eclipse season has been of help for you. Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and sharing these videos, because I love meeting all of you. I love doing these rune readings for you too. I'd like to make this a full-time gig, but
Right now we're stuck to about 2 rune readings a week is what we're averaging. I have some shorts out there that are available to you. If you'd like any of these rune necklaces or rune sets, or a rune reading from me personally, you can contact me at youressentialpractice@gmail.com. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant day.